Well, after quite a bit of public backlash, Buckingham Palace has now announced Prince Harry will be allowed to wear his military uniform when he takes part in a vigil. Audience is happy about that. He will be expected to wear this in a vigil beside the Queen's coffin happening tomorrow in London. There was a ton of uproar earlier. I'm pretty sure we talked about it on this show.
Yeah.
When Prince Andrew, he was granted permission, but Harry was not, because technically, like, only working royals are permitted to be in military garb, but like Andrew isn't, but then he was allowed, but then Harry wasn't. It got really messy. Okay, this is a big reversal for the palace. What do we make of this?
Well, even Piers Morgan called this a victory for common sense.
Even Piers Morgan.
Yeah. He says, like,
That's saying a lot.
This makes sense. And I loved your point about, like, how did they get to this point in the first place? Because neither of them are working royals. And arguably, I think we're all in agreement that Harry maybe deserves, or in the court of public opinion, people would be much happier to see him in his uniform than
Well, he's not
Prince
an
Andrew.
accused sexual offender.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. Let's just say it. A great way to underline that.
Is that not a fact?
It's a fact.
That is a fact. But what
It's a
about
fact.
this, guys? Because I just saw, was this all up to the Queen? Because it was just reported before I came downstairs here that Harry was willing to wear, and the line is, whatever the Queen had planned for him. So maybe this was all written someplace, and everyone, I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt, everyone behind the scenes is now questioning, you know, what do we do with that? You're, you know, tell me I'm wrong. I would love.
I don't think you're wrong,
Yeah.
but if that were the case, then why did we get to this point?
Yeah.
Like, if
Maybe
the Queen...
because maybe the Queen had said Andrew can do it, but Harry, he's not a working royal, so no, he can't. And then now they have this PR mess, and they're backtracking and being like, well, we're gonna go against what the Queen wrote down and let Harry wear the uniform. I'm just speculating. Maybe that has part of it, though, because she would have outlined a lot of this. Right?
You
For
would
her
think
plans.
so, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's funny because everyone's saying, finally common sense has prevailed. By definition, a royal is not common and doesn't have a lot of common sense. It's the like, if you, what's the opposite title to a royal?
The new Mel is
The new
like,
Mel.
you know,
People are allowed to evolve.
I
It's funny that you say that, because a lot of people are saying, like, are you okay? The Queen's passing, are you okay? And I think I want to say on national television, it's okay, and I think it should be encouraged to have opinions and beliefs that change and evolve with knowledge and time. And I've been very, listen, I have been a lover of history, and living history to me always fascinates me. So that is why the monarchy for so long, and many monarchies around the world, have fascinated me, because they're living this lineage and this history. But the flip side is, like, there's so much coverage that I'm like, okay, got it, respect. Is it Monday yet? and what I'm saying by that is,
I don't think you're alone. Listen to the response.
you know, and I don't want to disrespect. Everybody keeps saying there's the woman and then there's the institution. Absolutely, those are two separate things, but then they're not at the same time. So in any case, to me, what's fascinating about the reversal is we are seeing in real time that the royalty, the new era of King Charles, is starting off very rocky.
Yeah.
And that was the stability a lot of people really enjoyed with Queen Elizabeth, was there was not much going on with her at the helm, because she was stiff upper lip, don't complain, all of the things. This is a new era, and we are realizing that King Charles, at least I think, is going to need Harry and Meghan more than ever. So are these concessions and olive branches moments where they're trying really hard to reach out, and yet they've got the weight of 1,000 years of tradition on their shoulders? We're in a really rocky time. So I get that this is a reversal, but they need Harry and Meghan. I don't know how else to say it. They really do.
Or they need to put on a united front to prove their value. Like, the whole thing about the British monarchy is, for the people who don't believe in it, is, why are you around still?
Yeah.
You know, like, what is your value? And how do you modernize, and how do you stay relevant for these times? And if they can't prove that, or if they keep showing these mistakes, these unforced errors, then more and more people of especially a younger generation are like, why do we have to kowtow, curtsy, and worship these people who are so flawed, who are so mean to their family members? And this is their issue. And it's shocking that they don't learn from their own history and their own mistakes. This happened in a smaller scale when Diana died. You know, remember, they were up at Balmoral. She died, and the public was so mad. Where are you, Queen? Don't you care? Remember the cover of the newspapers? And the Queen had to make concessions. She had to come home to London a day earlier. She had to agree to the Union flag flying at half-mast, which she didn't
Great
want.
protocol, yeah.
Exactly. She had to do the walkabout and look at all the flowers. She had to sign off on a ceremonial funeral for Diana. None of this is what she wanted, but public pressure made her change her mind.
excellent point.
Now, you would think after that experience, they would learn, hey, when we make unpopular opinions in this time of 24-hour live news and the internet, we're gonna get fried for this. Maybe we should think about this more. They didn't. And now look what's happening.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.